Are you betting on yourself? Because I hope you are, okay? Because we all have to bet on ourselves because if not, we're going to live a life of suffer, live a life that we do not want to be living. And this is why we're going to talk about that in this video, okay? Hello, everyone. My name is Branson. I'm an actor, singer, dancer, influencer, songwriter, everything else in between. And I make videos just chit-chatting, telling you guys about my journey, whether it's in the entertainment industry or just everyday life. And today I wanted to talk about what it feels like to bet on yourself because today for me it was kind of a day like at work, part-time work, not the career work. You know what I'm saying? Okay, because yeah. And I was like, but I'm betting on myself. And we didn't talk about it because not every day is glitz and glamour. Not every day is you just waking up and yes, this is it. We can try, but some days it's not like that. And we have to remind ourselves why we're betting on ourselves. So let's think about the moment we decided to bet on ourselves. The moment I decided to bet on myself, okay? What pushed me to make that decision? And I feel like for me, it was a lot of I can't see myself doing anything else. Like for me, I've always been the friend, always been the person that's loved making videos, creating content, doing things of this nature. Like when I was 13, I was like, can I get a YouTube channel? And then I got a YouTube channel. That was like me um, first starting to put myself in the social media thing. And then I started doing Musically, then TikTok, and like on Musically, me and my friend, we followed like a bunch of people, then like unfollowed to get followers. It was like we were like 13, 14, I don't know. It was a time to be had. And then it transitioned to TikTok. We did the social media thing on there, and I posted all the time. Then it accumulated hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok, and it was she was T. She's still T. I'm saying it was like I still have the followers, but I just don't post that much on TikTok, guys. Not too much on me, but and now we're this is the stage where I'm at, and I'm like I'm going full in on my whole package. So these years of doing social media, it's truly what I wanted to get to was the acting, which was the singing, which was the dancing, the actual, the media that I've always looked up to when I was younger. And that's why I started to bet on myself. And I was like, I can't see myself doing anything else other than this. Whenever I've tried, and believe me, I tried, guys, I would go into I would do random things. Like I was just telling my friend on the phone call, y'all, I literally took real estate investment classes. Like I did free classes online, like Harvard CS50 course, like software engineering. I've done like it's just so many other things that I've like put myself into just to try out. And I honestly advocate for people to do that. If you want to do something, if you want to try things out, do it. Try everything, as Shakira said, because you never know what it might lead to. Because there might be something that you're doing as a joke. You're just like, this, I'm never going to want to do this. I don't think I'll like this. It's not for me. And then you end up realizing that you've spent your whole life craving that one thing that you thought was a joke. It's crazy. But all those roads led me to be here and now. Fast forward here, I've done a lot. I graduated university and I did theater and all that stuff. So I was on stage and that's all I've been doing. And this last, past like maybe 6+ months, I've been really trying to get into my film acting bag. So because this is what I want to do. I remember being a child, just always wanting to do this, and now I can wake up and say, this is what I want to do. So let's talk about the other part, the hard part. It's like when you're creative like this and when you're doing something that's not full time right away. Like, so, people go to school, get this degree, and then get this job, versus when you're doing something creative and we're in this spot, it's like, okay, well, you need to get some money somehow. So whether that's part-time jobs or side hustles or doing this, and it's like, that's not what most of us want to do. That's not what none of us want to do, to be honest. TBH, if we could wake up right now, be on set, that's what we would do. But there is a break. And that's where I have to catch myself. I'm like, I like whenever I'm at work or I'm just doing things, I'm like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be at this part time. I don't want to be here. But I'm like, I have to remind myself that I'm actually doing something that a lot of people don't do, and that a lot of people don't bet on themselves. A lot of people will force themselves to get into something that they hate or that they don't truly like, and then spend the rest of their life doing it. And I just think that is so crazy. But I mean, I understand because it's really a lot of fear. Because for a long time, as I said, I tried so many other avenues. I was like, I want to make money. Like, talent aside, gift aside, passion, hobby, whatever, like career, not in the entertainment space. I was like, I want to make money. So that's when I started looking up software engineering, real estate investment, all sorts of stuff. But I'm like, whenever I tried to do that, I would sit down. There was a point where I was really trying to do like Harvard CS50 like course online, and I would literally fall asleep, y'all. Like I would dead serious be trying to look at my computer, trying to do my thing, and then I would be like, what? And the teacher was interesting. The class was like a really good concept. Like, I recommend you, if you actually are into software engineering, which I think I am kind of, but like not to the extent that I was trying to make myself be into it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they wake up and they're like, I want to code, or I need to get this. This, like, I can see that. And for me, that was like, I just saw the coin. You know what I'm saying? I saw the coin. But then I was like, oh, so I'm falling asleep every video. Got it. And just running from what I truly wanted to do, because I knew that it was a harder path, and I knew that this is something that it takes a while, months, years, decades even. I mean, some of the people that we love and think are amazing in this industry today have been at this for years and years and years, and they're just now getting a name for themselves after a while. And I knew that that was something that came with it, but I think it really hit me after college. I was like, oh my gosh, like, do I really want to like take all this time and try to pursue this thing that obviously I want to do? If I could wake up and do what I would want to do, it's every single day. But there's gonna be a lot of most days, at least in the beginning stage, where I'm not doing it, aka just working, aka just doing other things that I would much rather be acting, singing, dancing, performing, just performing, being a creative. But I bet on myself. And I'm betting on myself right now. And this is coming from me literally just in the beginning stages, okay, guys? Because I'm literally just graduated university like last year. I'm actively trying to start the beginning stages with don't even have an agent, okay? So it's you guys are seeing the real, and I'm glad I'm documenting this because I cannot wait to see in the future. And life has lots of plans, okay? So you might see a full 180. We don't know. Imagine I'm like, oh, saying all this, and then like it's just a whole different thing. But no, I'm excited to see. And you have to wake up and build on yourself, guys, because you have to realize nobody's going to come save you. And that's the thing that took me the longest to realize, because I would always hear and see like those stories online of, somebody got scouted at the mall and then they became this big thing. Or like, I think even, I don't want to say I'm making this up, but I think Rihanna got scouted by somebody in Barbados. Like she was like singing or something on the side of a street. Am I getting this right? Because I swear I saw that somewhere. And then, yeah, now look at her. Like, it's just, there's so many stories like that. And I was waiting for somebody to come save me. But I'm like, y'all, the reason those stories are big stories or are amazing stories are insane because they're not common. They're extremely rare, like the rarest of rare. And I was like, okay, so I actually have to take into my own hands to get to where I want to go. And that's what I'm doing. And some days it is a struggle, okay? Like today, I was really just like, ooh, like, please. But I'm betting on myself. I have to bet on myself to see the bigger picture. I have to bet to see the potential, to see the future, to see where I'm going. Not the where is now, because it's easy to see the where am I at now. It's easy to see that, but you can't think like that. And I will not think like that. I refuse to think like that. Because even when I'm mad, even when I'm like ill, like y'all, I'm like, no, brighter days ahead. There are better days coming, okay? And I just talking to you as a friend. Can we say we're friends now? You're like, no? Okay. My bad. I thought we was cool. But no, talking to you, like, just, I love speaking life into people because a lot of people, you would be shocked about how many people don't have it. Or in y'all can see my brain. I just want to say a thought. Okay. But whenever I can speak some life into somebody and then someone actually acts on that, that's the best feeling ever because I am always like this. I'm always like, let's do it. Okay, come on, you can do it. And then I'm used to people being like, yes. And then like, actually, no, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, okay, well, I just spent like the last like 2 hours telling you why you were you are that one. Like, you are the one. Just for you to be like, no. So I'm like, okay. But here's a platform where I would assume that when you click this video, you're like actively ready. You're like, I want to bet on myself. Or if maybe you were just curious to see what I would say about me betting on myself. But yeah, guys, it's a journey. It really is a journey. Every day is a journey, okay? And you have to take it in and soak in it, okay? Because that's what I'm thinking about right now. Whenever I'm in this bad season, I'm like, I don't want to be wasting the youth. And people always say youth is wasted on the young. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I need to do more things that I want to do. So instead of focusing on I'm only plotting to get there. It's like, okay, I can take steps to get there, but while I'm on those steps, let me take a few stops and have moments of this, whether that be having an experience here or doing this, like instead of just only focusing, I can't do anything until I get there. It's like, well, you can enjoy life a little and just bet on yourself. And it's just, yeah, another thing that I feel that a lot of people have issues with is just feeling alone in the process, especially when you're doing something that not a lot of people around you do, aka for me, entertainment. Like, not a single person prior to college that I knew was like actually serious about maybe wanting to be in films or music or like do anything very, very creative. Most of the people I knew, they had their own paths and their own careers. But so I feel like whenever you have something so ingrained in your mind that you want to do, and you don't have people around you that like really understand that feeling, it's like you kind of like feel alone sometimes. You're like, why doesn't anybody want to film videos with me? No, I used to force my friends, like even like middle school, high school, like I would force my friends to film videos with me. My neighborhood friends, I would literally get my phone out. I'm like, okay, so we're doing a skit. Like, I have archived YouTube videos on my channel of me in the neighborhood making my friends do skits. I literally was watching them like the other day. So it's just always been in me. And the fact that I really tried for a long time to do everything else but this, because it is not an easy path. It's not the easiest of paths. And we all know this. Anytime I tell somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm like an actor. We're just trying it out. They're like, how's that going? I'm like, it's going. It's going. They're like, what are you doing right now? I'm like, let's not talk about that right now. Let's not talk about that. But let's just say it's going, okay? Okay. And then another thing with like film stuff is like you gotta wait a while to talk about it. You have nothing to show for it because right now it's an evolve. At least with theater, it's like while you're doing it, you're getting the buzz so that there's a final product to show you guys. With film, there is a final product to show. But with film, it's like, okay, you did this already. But now it's like, you may not be doing nothing for this time. So it looks like you're not doing anything. But like, no, I did this, guys. I swear. It's just like, wait. Yeah, so it's just the waiting process. But betting on yourself is knowing that, not having everything figured out all the time, not being so sure of everything, but still knowing that you were going to do good and you were going to excel and you were going to succeed. You were going to be who you have always wanted to be, regardless of what is going with the outcomes, what is happening right now. You know that there is greater for you. And once you believe that there's greater for you, greater will come. Okay? Greater will come. And I know that. I feel it. I feel the greater coming, okay? It has to be. It can't stay like this forever. I refuse to think like that. And if we all just think like that a little bit better, because it's so easy to harp on the negative. It's so easy to just think about the one bad comment out of the 100 good comments, out of the 100 nice, amazing comments. But it's happening, and you have to make it happen, okay? You have to believe. I sound like a Disney ad. I sound like, if you believe you're a star, you are one. But honestly, like, Disney was not lying. They, like, you have to just go for it. You have to have that kid-like mentality. And that's why it's so sad when I, like, see some of my, like, friends or people just, I mean, we're obviously becoming adults and being adults and all this other stuff. But, like, like, so many people, even, like, older, whether they're, like, older ages, and they just lose that spark because adulthood just, does this. I'm like, no, keep that spark bright, boo. Keep it in your face. Keep it. That energy, that's what we need. We need that energy, because when everybody just dulls their light and they just assimilate to this dullness, I'm like, no. How about the brightness? Everybody get happy. But I know life is, it throws a lot of curveballs, okay? But yeah, this is pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Just what it feels like to bet on yourself, because I just want to talk about my experience of betting on ourselves, betting on myself, and maybe like speak a little life into you on why you should bet on yourself, and just stop giving yourself the runaround and know that what you truly want to do is what you want to do and that you can do it. So have at it and start. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please watch some of my YouTube shorts, because I always talk about me acting, singing, dancing, and stuff like that. But on my YouTube shorts, you can actually see like clips of me singing, doing song remixes, dancing a little bit. And yeah, so I can't wait to show you guys more work of me in the future, like actual acting or singing or dancing of me. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and bye.